Hi, I'm Dr. Woody. I'm here with entrepreneur, shark, and world-class dancer, Robert Herjavec. So good to be with you.
Thank you.
And so it's National Small Business Week. And as you know, nearly half of Americans work in small business.
I do
Yet,
know. Yep.
roughly 80% of small business launches fail in this country, which is a real challenge. So I know that you're out there now trying to help turn the tide on some of those small business launches. Tell me a little about what you're doing.
Well, I think, first of all, it's very hard, as you know, to
Sure.
start a business, and most of them do fail, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
Sure.
Because there's nothing more satisfying than starting a small business, giving back to your community, and taking care of yourself and your family. And by nature, they are small businesses.
Right.
Not every small business is going to become a big business or get to 100 million or 10 million. And we're trying to celebrate that with Deluxe. We try to celebrate that through Shark Tank, frankly.
Sure, sure. And so what do you see as the biggest struggle that you found, whether it's the companies you invest in or small businesses just in general that you come across?
You know, I think the first thing is people aren't really that committed to it. People want to start a business because they want a certain lifestyle. And I always say to people, they say to me, is there a balance when I start a business? I say, there is no balance.
Right.
At the beginning, it's like a baby. It's like a naked baby onto the world. When it goes to the toilet, you have to clean it. When it wants to eat, it wants to eat. You want to go out for dinner? Too bad.
And it's going to be screaming and crying the whole way.
You want to go on vacation?
Right.
Guess what? You can't afford to. Very few people are willing to pay that level of sacrifice for it. It's very hard.
And so now with the Small Business Revolution program and that project you're partnered on Deluxe with, tell me how you're kind of dealing with some of that.
Well, I think the first thing is we're trying to shine a light on it. I think many people in this day and age know about the big box stores, the big retailers, but what they don't realize is these companies are kind of sucking some of that life out of these small towns. And this is America. This is where people grew up. This is the culture and the fabric of this country. And so we're trying to shine a light on it. We're trying to say that you don't have to be in a big city to be successful. Today, you can start a business anywhere. And we've picked 2 small towns that people can go and vote on, smallbusinessrevolution.org, and they can pick one of the towns. And we're going to go there. We're going to highlight it. And we're trying to revitalize these towns and help them compete on a world scale.
So as an organizational psychologist, one of the things that I've seen a lot, whether it's a leader in a business or a small business owner, is they struggle with trying to do everything themselves and not stepping back and letting go and learning to work through people. How do you coach those small business owners or those companies you invest in? How do you coach them to step back and work through people, not just do it themselves?
Wow, that's a great point. I think running a small business is a balance between micromanagement and letting go. And you've got to know when to do both. Some things you have to micromanage, but even we've learned that there are some things that somebody does better than you.
Sure.
Deluxe does a better job of marketing than probably even our investments on Shark Tank. So we've been using them for some of the social media, for the marketing, for the Facebook, for finding the customers, mailing lists, and so on. So as a small business owner, you've got to find the right partners.
Yeah, because you talk a lot about growth, and in order to grow, you can't have your hands on everything, right? It's that micromanaging early, but setting it up and getting the right partners to move forward.
You know, I just saw an interview with Phil Knight, the founder of Nike.
Yeah.
And they said to him, what's the key in building a great business? He said, build a great team, the result will be a great business. And I would take that one step further. If you're in a small town, like there are 2 finalists in Silverton, Oregon and Wabash, Indiana, it's find the right partners and the result will be a great business, no matter where you are.
How do you know that the partner's right for you? Because a lot of times people have differing values or philosophies or the way they look at stuff. How do you know they're the right partner, A, and then B, how do you make sure you connect them to your business?
Well, I think the first thing is it's about value. People misunderstand partnerships as people they like. I don't really need to like you if we can agree on a common goal and have mutual respect. Doesn't mean I dislike you. It just means we don't have to be friends to find common value.
Okay. And so where can small business owners out there who are either thinking of dipping their toe or even maybe feeling some of the struggles now, what kind of resources are out there for them?
Well, there's all kinds of great resources. The government has all kinds of small business resources, as you know. I think there's great companies like Deluxe who are more than glad to help you. I think you just got to go to the resources. You got to go online.
And where can they find out more about your small business revolution?
Yeah, you can go online right now. It's Small Business Week, smallbusinessrevolution.org. Vote for one of these towns. And if you vote and you go on social media and say you voted, you have a chance to have lunch with me and Amanda. And
Lunch with you on you?
I don't know
Are they
if
going to
I'm,
pick
I
up
don't
the
know if
tab
I'm
for
going to
this one?
pay. We can, these are small towns. It's
Small
not
things.
expensive.
Yeah.
But one of the interesting things is
Right.
we're actually taking the process of working with these towns and these communities
Sure.
in Main Street,
Sure.
and we're making a online vignette, a web series that will be a mini TV show, and people can watch and learn and be entertained.
Oh, great. Well, thanks so much for taking
Yeah,
the time.
thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Cheers.
Good seeing you.